So that's basically what I do in the morning. I read news, I catch up on email.
Everyone on this high-tech bus works for the high-flying internet company, Google. The company runs a fleet of free buses carrying more than 1,000 Google employees to and from work every day. The bus is especially helpful for Raman. Blind himself, he creates programs to turn websites into words.
Search results. 1.2.
After the free ride to work comes the free breakfast in a Google cafe.
If you're focused on what you do, and you're sort of an intellectual, you're a geek, you're a nerd, the fact that somebody automatically feeds you sort of keeps you focused on what you do.
The care and feeding of intellectuals, geeks, and nerds may well be the key to Google's success. Talk to people who work at Google, and it won't be long before they mention the food, the free food.
The food definitely does make it worthwhile. I mean, I work more, I do enjoy the food, it's very tasty.
The 8,000 workers at Google's Silicon Valley headquarters can eat for free in any one of 19 different cafes,
Mohit!
where the fare ranges from made-to-order omelets to vegetarian to fine food from around the world. What do you got there today?
We got some falafel, some souffle, not sure what this is, smooth goat cheese, Asian salad, wild rice.
Pretty good lunch?
Pretty couple, yeah.
We've got the classic margarita pizza. All the crusts for all these pizzas are made in-house, all made with organic flour.
Executive chef Scott Giambastiani promises to feed them well.
So over here we've got the guys grilling off salmon to order, grilling off flank steak to order.
Food that's fresh, local, often organic.
All of the best ingredients, no additives, no preservatives, things like that.
And plenty of variety.
This is where we're making all of our sushi to order. Franklin, how many rolls you put out a day? 200. 200 rolls?
200, wow. As a skeptical reporter, you have to ask yourself, are they putting something in the food to make people apparently so happy working here? Truth is, there's a long list of things that keeps Googlers happy.
I was kind of floored by the sheer number of perks that we had.
Adam Lindahl is a software engineer who works on ads that appear on Google searches. He showed me some of the things that make life here so pleasant. From the free gym to the company-subsidized massages. So you've become addicted to massages?
Yeah, if I don't have a massage, I kind of get a little creaky and have to come in here to fix me up.
There are places to rest. There are pools to work out in. Places to wash your clothes.
This is one of our on-campus laundry facilities where...
And we've got washers, dryers.
Washers, dryers, and free eco-friendly detergents over there.
Sometimes you have to wonder if anybody does any work here at all. You guys finished work?
No, we're going to go back.
We're going to go back and look.
We'll look till like 9.
They're certainly working, but they're also having a lot of fun.
Laszlo Bach is vice president of what Google calls people operations, human resources anywhere else.
One of the things we believe is that you want to make an environment that's efficient for people, so that in their personal lives they can live and enjoy and have a great time, and when they're working, they can focus on getting their work done.
To be sure, many Google perks serve the company at least as much as they serve the employees, says Jeffrey Pfeffer of the Stanford Business School.
Some of that is done, of course, to keep people on the campus and working. So some of this is just, you know, if you don't have to go anywhere to get your dry cleaning done or your car serviced or food, you'll be more productive, in part because you won't be diverted by doing all these other things, and in part because you'll be at work more.
Jen Mazon, a product manager for Google Docs, an online word processor, could be seriously diverted by her 19-month-old twin boys. But Google gave her 8 months of maternity leave, much of it fully paid.
That was a big deal. That was an absolutely big deal. And there are a lot of women that I know who you know, kind of had to go back after 6 weeks. And I just think about that, and my jaw drops, and I kind of get heart palpitations, and I feel incredibly lucky.
Now her sons and 4.5-year-old daughter are in Google's subsidized daycare program. That's one place where Google's perks ran into trouble recently. when the company proposed a steep fee increase.
The prices started out pretty low, and then they went up, and now they're actually affordable again. So at one point I thought I might have to pull my kids out, just because I thought I wouldn't be able to afford it. But I think, you know, they listen to folks, and so they reduced the prices again, and now it is affordable, so I can keep my kids in. So that's nice.
Google's Laszlo Bock admits there are business considerations behind all the perks.
We sort of have a bit of a social engineering perspective on it.
The cafes, for example, are designed to get employees from different parts of the company talking to each other, brainstorming.
We'll put that link there. Give me the first link.
We watch the length of the lunch lines, and we want them not so short that people don't have chances to interact, but not so long that you waste time. So we try to think a lot about how do you create these interesting moments where people come up with great ideas.
The real key to Google's success may be that when employees do have great ideas, the company listens.
It needs to map a load and store to a variable declaration.
Lots of organizations talk about giving power to frontline people and the skilled people that they hire. Google actually doesn't.
Google employees have goals they are expected to reach, but they're given lots of freedom in getting there.
We don't have a set time when people come in. If you come here at 9 in the morning, the parking lot's still half empty. And it's because it's up to the individual and the teams they work with to figure out what's the best way for them to work together.
Google turns 10 years old next week, but its remarkable success has done little to change the way other companies do business.
Ironically, the hardest thing to copy about Google or any other organization like that is not the free food or the massages or the parking or the nice physical facilities, which anybody can do. The hardest thing for many corporate leaders to get through their heads is that if you hire intelligent people, you ought to actually let them use their intelligence.
If you give them freedom, they will amaze you. They'll surprise you with what they come up with.
And sometimes they will come up with great things over one of those delicious free meals.